puts the two halves together, Dale Winton.
Thank you. Oh, stop. Oh, you're all gorgeous and I love you. Good evening. Welcome to The Other Half. Now, this is a show that's all about couples and how to spot the perfect pair. Now, when you look at a couple, how often do you say, what on earth does she see in him? Or do you say, do you know, I bet her Ben hasn't seen a bottle of bleach in weeks? Well, tonight I'll be introducing you to a couple who'll pit their wits against one person and then try to figure out from a choice of 4 possible partners who that person's other half might be. Now, there are all sorts of clues and indicators to help them decide who seems the most compatible, like a trip to their house, a delve about, also asking all kinds of personal questions and watching how they react with each other. Now, hopefully our contestants will pick the right couple and go on to play for a fabulous prize. If they don't, the genuine couple go through instead. So, let's start by meeting our first contestants. Please welcome Manish and Bijal Mehta. Hello. Hi, gorgeous. Hello.
Hello, Dale.
Manish. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Welcome to The Other Half. But
Thank you.
Where do you come from?
We come from Southampton.
Southampton. And what do you do?
I'm a chartered accountant.
I'm a marketing assistant in an insurance company.
That's brilliant. Now, listen, I mean, Bijal, what irritates you both most about Manish?
Well, he has a tendency to snort very, very loudly.
But the thing is, Dale, so does she.
Oh, she does.
I don't.
Who's your ideal man, Bijal? If it was obviously not Manish, who would it be?
That's right. I do like hairy men, so I must say Tom Selleck is very gorgeous.
Are you a hairy man, Manish?
Very, Dale.
And there the similarity ends.
Yes.
But you have a secret code amongst you. Like, if you're going out for an evening, you might say to each other, and this is completely weird to me, they say, do you fancy going for a volcano? This is in public company. So what does that actually mean? Tell me how that works.
Well, what it is if you're in public and that, we fancy a bit of a, kiss and a cuddle. We don't obviously come out with it. We would say, well, do you fancy a bit of a volcano, a bit of passion,
A bit of fashion, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. That's why I say, do you fancy going for a tornado?
Yeah.
Well, that means is I get swept off my feet, my hair goes everywhere. Oh. That's what that is. But listen, I wish you luck. Manish and Bijal, your show's on the way. Well, good luck to the both of you. Good luck to them. Now, remember, it's the other half of this guy they're hoping to spot, so please welcome Simon Ptolemy. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm looking very dapper tonight, I must say.
Thank you very much.
I've got to be very careful here because you're playing against Bijal and Manish, obviously. So, what do you do?
I'm a hotelier.
And where you come from?
Dumfries in Bonnie, Scotland.
And was it love at first sight?
It was.
What would you say that was her finest quality then? What attracted you to her?
Oh, her personality, and she gives as good as she gets.
Does she?
She does.
It's worth noting when you meet the girls. So if you want to go and sit down, I shall bring them on. Simon! Well, now I'm going to introduce you to 4 real crackers, but he really has only pulled one of them. So, let's hear it for the girls!
Hotel, and I kept breaking things just so he could come up and fix them.
Hi, I'm Kate, and we met when I worked in an estate agency and Simon came in looking for his hotel to buy. I thought, if a man's got that much money, he's the one for me.
Vicky and I first met Simon in a pub and he said, can I buy you a drink? He didn't know that there was 12 of us on a hen night and he's been playing through the nose ever since.
Hi, my name's Sarah. I first met Simon when he came in for a haircut. I fancied him so much, I was so nervous, I nearly scalped him.
Our 4 beautiful ladies, but don't forget, only one of them, and one of them only, Simon's real other half, will be telling you the truth. The other 3 will be telling fibs. So what you have to do is determine which one of those 4 is his real other half. Now, a bit unfair, really, at this stage of the game, but having looked at all 4, which one would you think would probably be his other half?
I've got my options with Vicky and Kate, maybe. Yeah, that's
it could
right,
be them.
yeah.
Right, well, OK, now don't forget, you are playing in competition with Simon and his real other half to determine who's going to go through and maybe win a fabulous prize tonight. So I do wish you luck, but you can sit back and relax for the moment, because I went all the way to Scotland, up to Dumfries, in fact, and had a look round the home that Simon shares with his other half. And you get to ask 3 questions about what you're about to see after this.
Sure.
This looks fabulous. I've been promised a weekend away to visit the castle Simon runs as a country hotel with his other half. Simon says I can look forward to a 4-poster bed, a banqueting suite, and a well-stocked Highland malt bar. I can't believe my luck. But they could have sent someone to meet me. My feet are killing me. Rumour has it the place is haunted. Still, nothing scares me. I've worked with Mystic Meg. Oh, this is more like it. Suits of armour. Oh. Is it any wonder so many couples come here to get married? In fact, this is where Simon and his other half also got wed. But I do need to find out more about the other half. Now, they do live above the shop, so, I say, shop! Hello? Hello? Oh, there's nobody about. Oh, still, what goes up has to go down. You know, I really could imagine myself descending this magnificent staircase to work every day. But Simon and his wife don't do that because they live through here. The most surprising thing is this is the one room in the house that doesn't have a 4-poster bed. But I'm warming to this lady greatly. We share the same taste in music, all those compact discs, and she loves soul. She likes a good read too, look at all those expensive magazines, and she's mad for soap operas on the telly. Everywhere you go, there's a television, and a television, and a television. Oh, and I must tell you about this. Simon bought this as a gift because she was desperate to learn a budding Bobby crush. But after 1 hour, she gave it up. Oh, you should have stuck with it. It's so easy. Watch. A lovely home, Simon.
Thank you.
Oh, but, you know, he shares it with one of those 4 lovely ladies. So you have 3 questions, and I'd like to know who you're going to ask first and what it's going to be.
I'd like to ask Kate, actually. Could you name me your 3 favourite soul artists, please?
Well, I love R. Kelly. I also like Mary J. Blige, and I also like Luther Vandross is another favourite of mine.
I quite like Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah, good, good.
I like him as well.
You like him as well, man? Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Right.
Start the car. I'm going now. So, Manish, are you going to ask a question?
Yeah, Sarah. Dale mentioned a ghost of the castle. Would it be possible just to get a bit more understanding about the history of the ghost and how long the ghost has been there, please?
The ghost has been there for centuries. It was a young lady whose head was actually chopped off because she had an affair with a servant. She was the lady of the castle, and she shouldn't have done it, obviously, had an affair with him. So she's roamed around ever since.
Oh, there's a thought. Yeah. Right, you got one more question. What's it going to be and who's it going to be to?
I'd like to ask Vicky, can you tell me how many miles it is from Dumfries to Glasgow?
Oh, good question.
Wouldn't have a clue, to be honest, because I've got a Skoda. and the mileometer broke about 7 years ago. But as far as the signpost, I mean, I drove past them. I just don't take it in, I'm sorry.
OK. Well, I'm going to help you a bit more because there's a question I want answered, and there's only one way to find out the answer. Simon, if I were to say to you, what does your other half like you to wear for her in bed?
Well, my other half likes me to wear nothing but a cheeky smile.
But does she smile when you're wearing nothing but a cheeky smile?
Occasionally.
Occasionally? It's not a bad answer, really. Now, I think it is only fair at the end of the day, girls, Simon has dished the dirt on the intimate side of your bedroom. So I've got to ask you, Sally, what do you like to wear for him?
Well, just like Marilyn Monroe, a touch of Chanel No. 5, just behind the ears.
Is that it? Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Really? Oh, nice. OK, well, I don't know what you've got there. Now, do tell me, what is it that he likes you to wear in bed?
Well, it's just an old T-shirt, Dale.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it. Let me have a look.
So,
Oh, it's
but
sweet. It's got a heart on it, hasn't it? Which is fair enough. Well, this looks interesting. What does he like you to wear for him in bed?
Simon has a bit of a fetish for a naughty 90.
Oh, hello, what we got here?
Well, Dale, Simon likes me to wear his pyjama bottoms.
Oh, really? Let's have a look at this. So what happens if you pull the cord?
They come off.
They come off. So if you're wearing the bottoms, you're not wearing anything on the top? And is that how he likes it? Well, I hope that's been of some help. You lucky man. Any one of those would do for me. My, you lucky boy. Do I look after you or what? Are you getting any nearer?
I agree with you. Anyone would do for me, though.
You're a married man. And girls, a really hairy chest. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Andy's spoken for. Listen, we're almost getting there now. I've got three cards here. Each tell a story about life of Simon with his other half. I can read one of them to you.
Right.
Major clue. Which one's it going to be?
Or
Which one?
I think we'll have this one.
That one there?
Yeah.
OK. Have a listen. Before Simon's other half joined him in the hotelier business, she was an air hostess. See, if you ask me, they could have all been air
They're
hostesses.
all, yeah,
They
very
were
pretty.
Very tea, coffee, aren't they, really? Oh, honestly. Well, listen, there's one final thing which you really need to see, you know. Each one of those girls is going to give Simon a loving kiss. So watch for body language, because that tells such a lot, OK?
OK.
Are you ready for this, Simon?
Yep.
Oh, stop it. Oh, keep your hands to yourself. Right, Sally, are you ready? Off you go. Oh, hang on. She doesn't know where Dumfries is, but she knows where the rest of it is. He just said, can I go again? Can I have another go again? Well, I mean, that was tremendous, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's...
Well, it's almost that time when I'm
know.
going to say to you, who is it? I tell you why, because this is where we find out whether you're going to go through to the end game or whether it be Simon and one of those lovely ladies who beats you to it. So before you make up your mind, I made a bit of a shopping list here. 3 things I've noted from earlier on tonight, so I wish you luck.
Yep.
Here we go. Remember these 3. Simon's other half used to be an air hostess, is always going to weddings, and is even prepared to share her bed with a ghost. Those are your final pointers to the identity of his other half, so you tell me, please. Is it Sarah? On the other hand, could it be Vicky? Maybe it's Kate. Or could it even be Sally? Please tell me, out of those 4 lovelies, which is Simon's other half?
I still think it's between Vicky and Kate. I still think...
Are you in agreement there,
yeah.
Manish?
Well, I don't think it's Sarah, because I thought her ghost story, whilst interesting, was probably not...
It
I
wasn't
thought it
original.
It wasn't
Yeah.
original.
I don't think it's Sally.
Just because we don't think it's Sally.
So you're going to go for...
Kate?
This is where we find out whether you're going to go through or it will be Simon.
Yes, was your
The audience.
We're going to go for Kate.
You're going to go for Kate?
Yeah.
I said I couldn't stand it any longer. Oh, 4 lovely girls. You've gone for Kate. So I have to know, 4 of our beautiful ladies, tell me, out of all of you, which one is the other half? Who are you? You're coming back.
Yeah.
Your gut feeling was wrong. Was your least
I
favourite.
know.
But now you see them together.
Yes, very nice couple. Yeah.
You've been wonderful.
Oh,
So listen, courtely the other half. How about a case of champagne?
Oh, lovely.
that's
very
great.
nice.
Thank you very
Lovely.
much.
Oh,
Thank you very
wonderful,
much.
wonderful, wonderful. Well, I wonder who they'll be joining later. So to find out, let's meet our next contestants, Steve Swain and Gail Thomas. Good to see you. Hello, gorgeous. Hi. Lovely to see you. Welcome to the other half. How long have you two been together, then?
About 12 months.
All right. And what do you do?
I'm a policeman.
Yeah. What do you do?
Can I just tell you, I've made such an impression on him. It's been 2 years, actually, that we've been together.
Is that right? So, where did you first meet her, Steve?
I stopped her for speeding.
You're joking.
I did.
Now, did he say to you, you can have a ticket or come out for dinner, or how did he play it from there? Obviously, it was love at first sight for Steve.
He got me out the car and he said, did you miss all of the 17, 50 mile an hour speed limit signs? I said, yeah.
Right.
So he said, come into my car. I thought, great. I'm in here.
Yeah.
Show me your equipment. So that was it.
Oh! So where was the first date? Where did he take you for the first date?
The Happy Eater.
Oh, the Happy Eater? No, this is terrible. But listen, Steve is a man who looks after himself in the nicest possible way. He cleanses, tones, moisturises and wears a face mask.
I do.
You don't, do you really?
Every night I cleanse, moisturise, and when we're in the bath together, Gail does a face mask for me, and I just sit there with my face mask
Do
on.
the boys back at base know you do all this?
No, but they do
don't.
now.
Well, I have to tell you, he's 63 years old. It works, doesn't it? It works brilliantly. And you've got a nickname for each other, so what's your nickname for him?
Sex kitten.
Right, and what's Steve's nickname? What's your nickname for her?
The old trout.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, go and sit down. Your chaise long awaits. Steve and Gail, thank you. Amazing. Good luck to the pair of them. So let's welcome the person whose other half they have to find. She's fabulous, she's gorgeous, and she's here tonight. Please welcome Julie McIntyre. Oh, you're lovely. Oh, you're smashing. Now, you're playing against Julie here. Don't forget, going to try and find her other half. So, where do you come from?
Boston in Lincolnshire.
What is it you do?
I'm a customer service officer in a bank.
Are you? Right, fair enough. Now, were I to say to you, what is the finest quality about your other half? What attracted you to him most? Now, here's a major clue to the guys you're about to see.
Most probably his personality is very much the gentleman.
Oh, is he?
Yes,
What,
he
chivalrous
is.
and...
He opens doors for me, he fixes my car, which comes in very
Sort of like a
handy.
Nigel Havers type?
Yes, no.
Really? It's a shame, because all our guys look like Nigel Lawson, which is a bit unfortunate, really. Who would your ideal man be if it wasn't him?
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
You like Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Well, the girls agree with you there, don't they?
Rough and ready.
Rough and ready?
Yeah.
And a gentleman?
Oh, no, I'm not bothered about the gentleman.
Well, I mean, really, your other half is nothing like Val Kilmer, is he?
No, he's
Well,
not.
if you want to go and sit down, I'm going to bring on the fellas. So,
Okay.
Julie! Good luck to Julie. We're now going to meet four fabulous fellas. Each one of them says he's Julie's other half, but only one of these hunks really is. So, let's hear it for the boys!
Hi, I'm Stephen, and Julie really is my other half, and I met Julie whilst on holiday in Spain. She was using my towel and she broke my Ray-Bans. It's my sunglasses, and she still hasn't paid for them yet, so when you're ready.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I met Julie at a bowling alley. My mates challenged her mates to a game, and they thrashed us.
Hi, I'm Mark. I met Julie in a nightclub. We're in a smoky atmosphere. I asked her to dance. We smooched, but unfortunately everybody else was doing the locomotion.
Hi, my name's Martin. I actually work with Julie, and we got together at the office party, and gossip became reality.
Well, I don't know where to begin with this lot. I've got... Now, what was all that about? Shaking it all about? My goodness.
At least it was the back bit.
At least it was, yeah, thankful for small mercies. Well, the thing is, you see, now you're playing against these four fabulous fellas. Now, don't forget, at all times, Julie's real other half will have to tell the truth. It's the other three you've got to worry about. So there are four guys for you. I haven't got a clue at all. I haven't got a clue. You poor woman. You poor woman. Is one of those really yours?
No, I won't admit to it.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, listen, at first sight, what do you think? I mean, you've had a good look.
Martin with his shirt on's got to have a good sense of humour.
I love you.
What are you doing later?
Hey, forget later.
Hopefully he's washing his hair. Listen, you don't have to decide now, but what you have to remember is that the guy who's really your other half will tell the truth, the other three will be lying. So sit back, relax, because I went to the home that Julie shares with one of those men. I had a good look round, as you will do now, and I get to ask 3 questions afterwards, as I went house hunting. You know, short of winning the national lottery, the fella you're trying to find lives every man's dream. Not only has he got a gorgeous blonde girlfriend, but together they live in and run a pub. I think I'll have a gin and lift. But what I really need to know is Julie's better half. Is he a Grant Mitchell or a Jack Duckworth? Ah, private. I think not. Private, it said on that door, and I know why, don't I, Julie? Look at this room. To most people, it would be a sitting room, but to you and your better half, it's a multi-purpose complex. I like the television. The hi-fi's cool, too. The less said about the burgundy Draylon suite with the beige scatter cushions, the better, but interestingly enough, they nestle alongside brown sauce, a bag of crisps, a salt cellar, and some TV remotes. But like everybody's sitting room, mine included, don't you also have a bottle of bleach, a sun lounger, some footballs, some sports gear, an ironing board, and an iron? You know, the only thing missing, really, is the fridge. I found the refrigerator. It's in the bedroom, between the wardrobes. Oh. Where else would you keep your smalls? Yes, life with Julie and her guy is not all beer and Skittles. They've got their own gymnasium. But do any of those guys look like they work out? Now, the reason I say that is because there's a lot of dust in here. See what I mean? Well, let me show you how it's done. What a lovely home, Julie. What a gorgeous home. And when I'd finished that too, the kitchen, I did the bathroom, I did the whole lot. The grubbiest house you ever saw. No, I'm teasing. I'm just teasing. Was that any help, do you think?
Great help, yes.
You think, well, you get to ask 3 questions from what you've just seen. So who would you like to ask and what would it be?
Andy, tell me, why do you keep the smalls in the fridge? Do they just get thrown in there or do they crawl there?
Well, we've only just moved into the pub and the fridge is broken down. We're a bit short on storage space, so it seemed the ideal place.
No, he just likes to keep his assets frozen.
If I may have a go.
Certainly, carry on.
Thank you. I'd like to ask Mark. Mark, can you tell me what the ingredients are of a tequila sunrise?
Well, I don't make many cocktails in the pub, obviously. It's mainly a beer pub, but I think I would use tequila, probably orange juice and grenadine.
That sounds like a convincing answer, is that right?
I wouldn't know, I haven't a clue anyway.
What a stupid question to ask, then, if you don't know the answer? So, I don't know. Do you want to have another question, Gail?
Yes, to Martin and his wonderful shirt, please. Out of pub hours, can you tell me what sporting activities you do?
I do aerobics, step aerobics and weight training.
He's quite pumped up, isn't he? Them's your 3 questions, really. And are you getting there? If I were to say to you now, if you're going to rule one out, I mean, you're not going to, but just for argument's sake, who would you rule out?
I think I'd rule out Steve, because we haven't asked him a question.
Oh, he's the strong, silent type, isn't he? But I'll tell you what, you want to hear him speak, I want to hear him speak. There's a burning question I have to know the answer to. Listen carefully. OK, now, Julie, were I to say to you, what is your other half's most embarrassing thing? What embarrasses you most about him?
On New Year's Eve and Christmas parties especially, he does a cabaret act called Zack and Jez with a friend of his, and apart from telling hideous jokes, he's very embarrassing. He's
embarrassing when he gets up and does a bit of stage work, really, which could really apply to all of them if you think about it, really. So it's only fair I turn it the other way around and say, Stephen, what embarrasses you most about lovely Julie over there?
Perhaps the biggest embarrassment is the day she wrote off my mum's car and the day she passed the driving test.
Is that for real?
That's for real.
Mark, you didn't, did you? Well, I don't know. I mean, she's sitting there with the 60s boots on. I don't know. But, yeah, lovely. So that makes sense, I guess. Now, come on then, Andy. What would you say was the most embarrassing thing about her?
Well, Del, she came on home and told me the story that she'd watered a plant for a week and then they told her it was plastic.
She watered a plastic plant.
Yes.
And then she married you. OK, well, now, Mark, I wonder, what do you think it is about her that's most embarrassing?
Well, I find it hard to think of anything because I do everything embarrassing in our relationship, so she finds it hard to top me, I must admit.
Is that it?
That's about it.
So there's nothing really, I mean,
anything.
this is very close, isn't it? Oh, hello. Martin.
Yes.
What is it that embarrasses you most about Julie?
Well, one time our neighbours went on holiday and Julie took the dog for a walk and lost it. No, honestly. I don't know why she needs another pet, because if that's for a shaggy mane she's after, then...
I have to say, this is a home perm, if ever I've seen one, don't you think? I'd say we'll wash it and leave it to dry perm. Well, I hope that's been of some help to you. I reiterate, you poor woman. The more I hear, the less I like. I don't know. Now, what do you think now? How close are you? Who would your two favourites be?
Andy and Mark.
Andy and Mark. It's close. It's interesting. Right, I've got 3 cards here. Each of them tell a story about life of Julia with her other half. I'll read one of them to you, but only one. Which one's it going to be?
That one.
That one there. OK. Here's your major clue. Julie's other half still plays with his action man. Now, which one of those would play with the action man, I wonder? Well, this is the point where we find out how they are together. You've almost got to make up your mind. Each one of those guys is going to give her a loving kiss. Watch her body language. It's all going to be in the passion. So if you're ready, Stephen, give her a kiss.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I hope it's not him. I really hope it's not him. This is where we find out whether it's you going through for the chance to win a fab holiday or Julia and one of those guys. A little shopping list, a few notes I made as we went along. Julie's other half thinks he's a bit of a comedian, is good behind the bar and keeps his smalls in the fridge. Oh, there's the thought. So which one of those fellas is it? Do you think it's Stephen? Could it be Andy? Is it Mark? Or is it Martin? I have to know. Who do you think it is?
Well, the smalls were too quiet for them to be Martins.
Steve, I'm sorry, you're still out there on your own. I don't like Andy's shirt.
No, actually, neither do I.
Jealous. We think it's Mark.
Mark.
Mark?
If he's wrong, I'm leaving him.
If it's wrong, is it right? OK, it's Mark, is it? Julie. Which one's your fella? I don't know. Gentlemen, you've all been absolutely brilliant tonight. So I have to ask the question. Julie's other half, who are you? Well, you see, really, at the end of the day, if they look right together, you didn't fool anybody, which is a good sign, which means you should be together because you look right together. You're going home with a case of champagne, is that all right?
Yeah, very
good.
good.
You've been wonderful. Thank you to our wonderful decoys. That was absolutely brilliant. Stephen Gale, well, we'll be seeing you in just a moment. We'll be joining Simon and Sally, hopefully, fingers crossed, going home tonight with a fabulous holiday. Well done to both our couples for getting this far, but here's where it gets really serious and really tense. Our studio audience is going to be very quiet because this is where we decide, out of our 2 couples, which ones are going to go through and hopefully go home tonight with a fabulous prize. So you're in strict competition with each other. You've done so well so far. I have clues to some famous couples, OK? And we're going to play best of 3. Now, here's the deal. The fellas are going to buzz, but the ladies are going to answer. If you buzz in too quickly and she doesn't get it right, the clues automatically revert to the other players. Fellas, if you're ready, please take your stand at the podium. There you go. And I wish you luck. Everything to play for and the chance to go through to the final. This first couple I'm looking for were both born in Nottingham. Now, together, in sport, they won 4 world titles. Gail.
Jane Torville and Christopher Dean.
Is the right answer. Well done. Oh. The pressure's on, Sally, the pressure's on. Now, this couple I'm looking for first met whilst working together. They now work in television. They've recently moved from Liverpool. And again, Gail.
Judy Finnegan and Richard Madeley.
Is the right answer. They were very good. How well you know your other half. But listen, you've been wonderful. Haven't they been wonderful? Absolutely wonderful, which means that... I'll tell you what I'd like to do with you two. I would like to send you both on a second honeymoon. How does a weekend for two in Florence sound?
Oh, be lovely.
Yeah, well, that's courtesy of the other half. Simon and Sally, good luck with that. You two, on the other hand, well, my goodness gracious me. Let's find out just what prize they're going home with tonight. Oh, my. Steve and Gail have done so well to get so far. Now, here's where we find out exactly what they're going to go home with. Fingers crossed. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Yes.
You've worked in tandem beautifully tonight. OK, so I wish you luck as I reintroduce you to one of the lovely ladies we met earlier. Please welcome Vicky! Now, you're going to have to find out who her real other half is. Forget everything she said to you earlier tonight, because you were fibbing, weren't you?
Afraid so.
Tell me a little bit about you. What do you do and where do you come from?
Well, I live in Cambridgeshire, Dale, and I'm a housewife, part-time secretary. I've got a little boy. And
tell me about when you first met your other half, the guy we're going to introduce you to.
Well, I met my other half whilst I was in the Territorial Army. We were on manoeuvres, and he was in the Air Force at the time, and he told me he was a fighter pilot, but it sort of transpired later that he was actually a storeman.
Really?
But I'd already fallen for him then, so
he'd
it's too
impressed
late.
you with, I mean, so you thought it was a bit like Tom Cruise and Top Gun and that sort of thing, really?
Very glamorous, yeah.
And you fell for it. Well, see, the three guys we met earlier, they all lied brilliantly, and we're going to meet them again, so they've got to tell the truth will be told only by her real other half. So are you ready for this?
I think so.
OK, well, let's bring back the boys!
Hi, I'm Stephen. I'm really proud to say that Vicky is my other half. She doesn't have many annoying habits, but one thing she does do that really gets my go is that she'll spend 3 or 4 hours in the bathroom doing her hair, but she looks incredible, so I don't mind.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm really Vicky's other half. Now, her most annoying habit is when she sticks a finger in her ear, scratches her throat and snorts like this.
Dear.
Hi, it's me again. I am Vicky's real husband, and her worst habit is she hums when she eats, and that can be so irritating when we have a 5-course meal together, as you can well imagine.
Well, now, we've met all three fellas. I mean, what do you think? I mean, let's hear a little bit more about life with the other half. Tell me a little bit about him.
Well, I'm afraid I'm a bit of a sad football widow, Dale. He's always kicking some sort of ball or other. When he is at home, he's quite good with me. He's quite patient, because I haven't really got that much on the old compass mentis side. And
of course,
he has to explain all jokes and adverts to me, because I don't get anything.
Really? Oh, I don't believe that for one moment. But you tell me that's what the other half's like. What you're saying is he's a kind and understanding person who's very tolerant.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it could be all three of them. I mean, I can tell you now, the prize you're playing for tonight is a fabulous top prize, a trip to New York. Yes, that's what you're playing for tonight. So without putting too much pressure on you, were I to say to you, your trip to New York at the moment rests on one of those guys, who would you put it on?
Who would you say?
Andy.
You say Andy at the moment?
At the moment.
You have a little bit to go yet to see if you're going to be absolutely right. Now, I asked Vicky a moral dilemma question before the programme. I know how she replied. The guys don't even know the question, let alone what she said, but her real other half should have a pretty shrewd idea about how you responded. Now, here was the question. I asked Vicky that whilst in Vicky's care, your son's pet stick insect dies. Tragic. Would she A, tell him it's escaped, B, tell the truth, or would she C, paint a bit of wood and pretend it's asleep? What do you think she said, Steve?
Definitely answer B. She's as honest as a day's long.
She'd say the truth, it died, and that would be that. OK. And Andy?
Well, I think Dale should have to say A. Say that it's escaped.
Tell him it's escaped. Right, fair enough. And Martin?
No, absolutely C. She'd definitely paint it and pretend to sleep. She'd feel too cruel.
Really?
She would.
She wouldn't want to upset the sun.
No.
OK, fair enough. So, I mean, who impressed you most? Steve. Are you changing your mind at the moment? Yes, you are. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well. Oh, I wonder. Vicky, what did you say?
Well, actually, I think I'd say to gone to live with the angels. I'd be truthful, I think.
You tell the truth, which is, of course, what our Stephen said. OK, so you have 3 bets. I would like you to place your first bet, the top prize of the holiday in New York, with the guy who you think is really Vicky's other half. The second prize is £1,000. That you place with the guy who you think could be but probably isn't. And the third prize is a trip around the M25. And place that trip with the guy who you think definitely couldn't possibly be Vicky's other half. So please tell me, where would you like to place your top prize of a trip to New York?
Can I stick my neck out?
Oh, Stephen, don't do that.
Are you So where do you reckon the holiday in New York's going to go?
Just do it, Steve.
Andy.
Andy. There you go. There's your trip to New York. No going back now. So where would you like to place the M25, need I ask? Who is least likely to be her other half?
Martin.
Martin with the M25.
I accept.
Quite honestly, I find it hard to believe he's anybody's other half. But there you go. Which means, by default, of course, the £1,000 goes with Stephen over there. You've made your choices. Gosh, I'm keeping everything crossed for you. So you've got New York, £1,000 and the M25. I reckon the £1,000 would be OK. He was your second choice. So let's ask him, Stephen, I need to know. Your other half, are you and Vicky together? Is she your other half?
No, she's not.
You're saying yes. It could be M25. And they do look nice together. Oh, let's put you out of your misery now. I want you to go to New York. I don't want to go on the M25. I really don't. So I have to ask the question. Andy, please tell me, are you Vicky's other half?
I'm sorry, Dale, but I am.
Wonderful. Thank you, darling. That's great. Thank you, Andy. I think it's a wonderful decoy. Very wonderful. Well, that's it from us. We'll see you next time. And always remember, your other half is always your better half. So look after them. Have a good night now. Good night.